You're all well. Hi, Epic. Hi, Quality and Charlie. Hey to Hillam. Hope you're all doing really well. I'm going to go into, just was reading your comments there to do some pre-planned videos. I can do that. I can bring some across from Instagram and put them up here as well so you guys can have a look. I've got a heap of stuff, a lot of stuff I can put through. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about Jane Halton. This name comes up a lot and I think it's an important one to discover and talk about. So Jane Halton is the lady that has her finger in so many pies. She is the puppeteer. If you imagined Dan Andrews and ScoMo and all the rest of the crew with someone with strings above them making sure everything they do is right, it would be this lady, Jane Halton. She's the international one who's been shipped in to make sure all of this Agenda 2030, I'm sorry, I can't think. She's the one that's making all of this happen. ID 2020, all of it is from Jane Halton. Don't forget the name. It's going to be important because you're going to have to watch every move she makes over the next little while. I'm going to go through some of the things she's a part of. So as I say, she's got a finger in a lot of pies and she has conflicts of interest everywhere. So she was born on the 4th of January 1960 in England. She moved to Australia in 1973. Her father, Charles Halton, was the head of our Department of Transport. So they were in our politics already. She has an honours in psychology. That's a big thing to be aware of because this is about changing people and making a difference to their lives and making them do it in a really coercive manner. So she's really aware of the psychological way to get people on board with these things. So honours in psychology, honours, so right up there. Yep, psychological warfare. I'll read through. She was the head of the Department of Health from 2002 to 2014 with a big influence on vaccines coming through into Australia. She's the head of the Department of Finance from 2014 to 2016. Remember, banking and health, they're going to be linked everywhere here as well throughout Australia. Banking and health, you'll see that as well. Daddy was a Gough Whitlam minister. You're exactly right. Good job. You guys have done your research. I don't have a huge amount here, but I'm going to leave it open for you guys to talk about as well. She was an independent chair of COTA, C-O-T-A, which is protecting elderly Australians. So she had her finger on the pulse in there with the vaccines getting rolled through into all of our aged care and nursing homes as well. Now look at the people who are struggling right now, aged care and nursing homes. In 2018, she was put on the board of CEPI, the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness, with Bill and Melinda Gates. That's huge. Now, she's also on the ANZ Advisory Board. She was at Event 201 for Australia. She was our representative. Someone just wrote it right when I said it. Good job, Mono Woman. You guys are all over this. Now, she's also part of the National COVID-19 Coordinations panel. She's in everything, everything. Jane Halton is also, and this is the one that we need to push back against, she is the head of the hotel quarantine inquiry. What the actual fuck? This woman is actually the one running it. She's like our own Hillary Clinton. She's like our own Bill Gates. She's part of the puppeteers, and she's running Australia right now. These conflicts of interest is really scary. It's really scary to think that this woman has her hands on everything. I'm going to dig deeper. I'm going to bring you guys more information over the next couple of days, and we're going to see what dirt we can find, and we're going to get it out there to everyone because she's the one now pushing CSL. So for the vaccines to come in through CSL, as she's saying they're getting through into the second, third trials. I'm worried about this lady. Freemason colors that she wears, the Freemason necklace. She's married to Trevor Sutton. And Trevor Sutton's not related to Brett, but Trevor Sutton is the head of the ABS. The Australian Bureau of Statistics is her husband. Are you guys hearing this? Are you guys taking that all in? So yeah, Jane Halton. Keep looking it up. Drop any information you find on here. I'm going to talk about it on Instagram as well. So yeah, keep an eye on it. So the last thing I was going to talk to you guys about as well today is I have also today been on the phone to politicians all day. Now, good and bad results. So I spoke to politicians and I spoke to commissioners in the police and I spoke to Dan Andrews' office. So I'll go through them one by one. Trying to think of the names of all the different politicians. Catherine Cummings. So Catherine Cummings, I had an hour and a half conversation with her advisor or her people in her office, and it came back, this thing's getting really long, I need a trim. It came back really with some really great feedback. I got to speak to them about everything that's happening out there, all the concerns. They're getting a lot of calls as well, and they're understanding that there's a lot of elderly people that are struggling right now. So we have Catherine Cummings, I think, is going to be a swung vote to no tomorrow. I think that's going to come through. So keep an eye out. And I think that tomorrow you're going to see that Catherine Cummings is going to be a no for the extension of the lockdown. At the moment, she's sitting on yes to 3 months. I think she's going to swing to no at all. Andy Medic, I spoke to his offsider. They're sitting on a definite that they're saying yes for 3 months. And I'm struggling to get them to move at all, but I'm going to keep on trying all day tomorrow as well. The last one is the other lady. I can't remember her name now. She's saying yes to a 6-month extension, and I'm pushing back there as well. And I spoke to her offsider, and I'm hoping for a phone call back tomorrow in the morning. So we're really, really pushing as hard as we can, and we're doing our very, very best. But I think Catherine Cummings is going to go across to a no. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be a big struggle. Fingers crossed is all I can say. Fingers crossed. We're going to keep on pushing. Spoke to Dan Andrews' office, and I said to them, we've got 150 to 200,000 people on our side that are out there. We've got 30,000 plus that are going to go and look to protest on Saturday. His office is saying they're going to give us more information on Sunday, but we're saying rather than giving the information on Sunday, give it on Friday night. Set us up with a plan. You haven't given us a plan for 6 months. If you can't give the respect to do something on Friday night, then people are going to go out on the streets on Saturday. If you come up and do something on Friday night, people won't go out on the streets. And I said that as well to the police commission person that I spoke to. I said to the police, we want you on our side. We want you with your helmets off and walking with the people. Because we know that there's 99% of people recovering. We know that the masks don't work. And we know that the aged care homes have been bungled. So if you want to work with us, we'll work with you and walk with you. Because we know there's people in your police force that don't think this is a real pandemic. And we've got the ADF army walking with us as well. So that's where we're coming from. Let's just walk together. Why not? We don't want it to be a confrontational thing. We want to come from peace and love and understanding. So again, I'm going to keep pushing and talking to these people tomorrow as much as possible to try and get the results that we want for ourselves, because we can actually change this whole perspective and we can change the narrative. I keep on saying it. Come from a place of peace, love, education, and understanding. Talk to everyone you see. I do it in the street every day. I've got up on my Instagram some information and some chats that we've had with people just walking on the street and letting them know what this is all about. Please keep spreading that love and peace, and I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. I'm going to dig as deep as I can into this Jane Halton stuff, and I'm going to give you every bit of information and research I find and any dirt I find as well. Okay, guys, keep spreading the love. Keep changing things. I'm not talking to Dan Andrews. I'm talking to his office, and I'm saying, please, can you move forwards to Friday rather than doing it on Sunday? So that's not a shill. I don't know what you're talking about, CJ. That's just crazy talk. In these things, when you're talking from knowledge and education, you do it this way. This is how you do things. Okay, guys, keep moving forwards. Keep coming from a place of love, knowledge, education, and let's get everything out there in front of the public, and let's make a huge difference. And on Saturday, we march in numbers, all of us together united. Peace.